Stocks go up, stocks go down. Fantastic Friday, amazing Monday. SMCI up 150. We don't have a lot, but we have a lot. We have 5, not bad. I mean, gonna do okay. At the money should be about $70, you would think. So somewhere in there. It hit 1095 last night, so it should hit there. Over 1070 is a squeeze. And then we see. NVIDIA going absolutely crazy, up 21. So Dell let something slip on NVIDIA. Hold on, you can hear me, right? Double check, always double check. Somebody type yes. Okay. So Dell let something slip. NVIDIA chips every 2 years. Now they're saying NVIDIA has a roadmap of every year. Okay? Every year. Well, so this is very interesting. So then we see. Okay? Dell came out Friday and said the same thing NVIDIA that SMCI said. 3x growth on the AI product in the next 18 months. That's massive. That's massive. Okay? Very, very interesting. So then we see. Okay? Interesting. Coin at the money is 11. Okay, guys? It's 11. People are asking for coin prices. So coin at the money is 11. So out of the money, 10 out of the money is going to be 7.5. Okay? So interesting. AMD, huge mover Friday. Then we see. Now is the one that still can't go, so just avoid it. Okay, just avoid it. Microsoft can't seem to get going, kind of just avoid it. Play the ones that are working. How far does Bitcoin go? Does it hit 69,000 and just break through? What is the Bitcoin news? Does somebody know it? Noel just said crazy Bitcoin news. Oh, yeah. Well, we know all-time high. That's not news. That's just happening. Thank you. It's going to 69,000. We know that. I actually think it's going to go to 76, and it may even go to 100. Because if these funds are holding it, and they're buying it and they're holding it, and they're not going to sell it even if people sell, that means there's less Bitcoin. When you have less Bitcoin, it's going to go up more. Okay? It isn't like John is buying from Jack. John is buying more. Okay? It passed the all-time high in Europe, so it's through 69. I didn't know it was that high. I was 67. Look at this. Sam takes 10 minutes to do something because he's just kind of screwing around, and it just continues to go. Hold on. Bitcoin price is, I see it at 65, guys. I don't see it at 69. Okay? Okay. So that's what we know. SMCI. So if you go through the SMCI thing, the logic was simple. And I know people were talking about other people being added, but these guys don't think like Sam. Okay? So what is the hottest stock in the market right now, guys? What's the hottest stock? The one everybody is talking about. It's SMCI. It's not Palantir. It's not these other low-price stocks. It's not that. That's not it. But all the people that go analyze stuff, they're using historical data and teachings from books that they should burn. And I'm serious. You should burn every book. There's nothing like this. You've never seen what's happening. You've not seen this. Let me tell you, ASML hasn't even started yet. This thing going to get to 1,300, 1,400. Lam Research, 1,300, 1,400. Okay? Even Carvana made $1. You times $1 by 4, it's $4. It's trading at 25 times earnings. Jesus, if they squeeze it, it's probably 120. Lilly is going up. I don't know the news today on Lilly. Okay? And then we see. But SMCI, if you think about it, why would they not include the hottest stock in the market? Okay? So, but then you look and say, what other high price stocks are in there? Well, you got Avago, which is up another 21. You got that's 1,400. You got Nvidia, which is trading at 800. That's in the S&P. You got ASML and Lam Research. They're both 900. They're in the S&P. So, I was saying, well, they probably need to split it, but not necessarily. Okay? They don't necessarily need to split. Okay? Because there's a lot of high-priced stuff. Okay. Now, PanW didn't break, but CrowdStrike's going to guide down too. Look, CrowdStrike is stupid priced. Okay? I mean, I'm telling you, it's stupid priced. They're not even going to make $3 this year, and it's trading at 300, 100 times earnings. PanW and Zscaler. So, but doesn't mean you go buy short. Look, people lose money because they look at charts and they, oh my God, this is up too much. Who gives a shit? I just care about what's going to happen the next day. I don't care about if it's up too much. Does it go up tomorrow? I'm happy. See, this is sad. Meta trying to break up. Meta, I said 500 last week on Monday. I said it's going to go to 500. And people are like messaging, Sam, you don't know what you're doing. Really? Where'd it close? 500. Went through that. Okay? Very simple. What is the Ozempic news, guys? Somebody saying Lilly is up because of Ozempic news. I don't know what that news is. Okay? So interesting. MDB hasn't moved. Now, Snow failed. Does MDB fail? If MDB doesn't fail, MDB is stupid price too. The 470s for this week for earnings are $20. They're $20. I mean, insane premiums. MicroStrategy up 100. It's up 100. Do they take Bitcoin right to 670,000 today? That means it'll probably be 1,300. If SMCI takes out 1,100, probably 1,161. Jesus. When things are moving, play the movers. Play the movers. You don't have to buy a lot. Play the movers. But shorting it and saying, oh, I'm shorting this. You deserve to get massacred. Because it's not a short. There's nothing in the market that's a short right now. You may buy some shorts, but they're not shorts. Because if they take this up to 5,300, 5,400, and I think it's coming, maybe 5,500, he hasn't even started rate cuts. What if he comes out in March and said rate cut next month? Or April or June? The S&P's at 5,600. Okay? Don't be delusional because you're reading books that are old. People telling you for the last, this guy, Puru or whatever his name is telling you he's posted over 200 times that a recession is coming. Go look. 200 times in the last 6 months, he's telling you there's a recession coming. He's been wrong 200 times. This is Mike Wilson. Okay? AMD. And then let me go bust some bubbles here, guys. Okay? Just want to bust some bubbles. Because nobody else busts your bubble like Sam. Okay? Sam can bust your bubble. Okay, very, very simple. People are telling me, oh, Google is building their own AI chip. Google couldn't build shit. Amazon's building their AI chip. Amazon chip sucks. AMD's building a chip. AMD chip sucks. Now, doesn't mean the stock doesn't go up because all these people think it's good. If way back when, I was telling people this over the weekend, if you couldn't buy a Dell way back when, and you couldn't buy a Compaq, remember Compaq? You couldn't buy Compaq, you couldn't buy Dell, and you couldn't even buy a Gateway, you went and bought an Acer. You bought a shit computer, an Acer. Oh, you can't get an NVIDIA chip? I'm going to get an AMD chip. Oh, you can't get a chip? Microsoft's going to build a chip. Why do you think, guys, Come on, guys, explain this to me. Why do you think you can just, I'm going to go build an AI chip? Why doesn't somebody come out there and say, I'm going to build an AI chip, and it's going to be done in a week? It's going to take years and years and years. The AMD chip is effectively shit. I'm just telling you. Now, doesn't mean AMD doesn't go to 230, 240, because all they have to say is our chips are sold out and it's way up. Doesn't mean it's any good. Okay? Let me tell you, Elon has been telling us he's building AI chips for 5 years. For 5 years, he's told us he's building AI chips. And he can't sell a single chip to anybody. Oh, because it kind of sucks. Kind of doesn't work. It's too slow. The power requirements are too high. And it burns too hot. You don't just make things. Let me tell you, the simplest thing, and remember this, we're going to end with this, okay, and then we'll start going. Netflix. I remember Disney and everybody else, Hulu, and everybody coming out, I'm just going to run a streaming service. This is easy. I can just build, there's no barriers to entry. They teach you this shit in school. That's why you burn the school. You don't go to the school. You just don't listen to the professor. Go sit down with him. Say, hey, guy, do you want to talk to Sam? He'll tell you what reality is. Go tell him that. I'll talk to him. Okay, you professor. Because the reality is the barrier to entry, it's not what you think. Disney thought barrier to entry, I'm going to start a Disney service, and it took them 3 years to make it, so they lose $2, $4, $6 billion. $6 billion from Netflix. Then they do it and nobody wants it. They lose another, they spend $10 billion doing it, 10 to 12 billion. So 12 billion plus the 6 from Netflix, that's 18 billion. And still it's not profitable. So they're losing the 2. So they're down $25 billion. But there's no barriers to entry. Are people disillusional? They're completely disillusional. It's very, very hard to compete in anything. People keep telling me, oh my God, somebody's going to create a phone. Or Elon's going to create a phone. Do you think anybody in the world would buy an Elon phone? Not one person would buy an Elon phone. Understand this, guys. NVIDIA is so far advanced, AMD, you can't even sniff them how shit that chip is. Now, doesn't mean people don't buy it because they need something. Okay? Just understand that. And if you understand that, you will become a better trader. Okay? Now, once again, I didn't say AMD goes down. Got to understand how analysis is. Okay? Very, very straightforward. That's what we know. That's what we know. Let's get started. Good morning, everybody. SPX down, 5, 6. You got 51, 31, 5100, 51, 52, 51, 72. Avago flying 1458. Earnings this week 1500, 1530. Possible split. Maybe not. Possible. It's always there. NVIDIA. Unbelievable. We said 850s look good. They were $10 for March 17th. Now they're going to be 30. They present today, I believe. See what they say. You got 846, 852. You got 903, 991. Holy moly. ASML 109, 1021. Adobe a little bit better, 579, 582 under 532. Lam Research 999, 906, 1009. 1051. Holy moly. Carvana 8689. Lilly a little bit better. Still don't know the news there. We'll go figure it out here. We'll post it. 801, 809. VKTX. Guys, they're going to give you in 3 weeks, maybe 4. They're going to give you the results of the oral pill. And if that is good, this thing will be 150. If it isn't, It'll go to shit, and it'll be 50. Dell, 126, 131. Pan W, 309. Underneath, 281. ARM, a little bit better, 166. AMD, 206, 209, 216. Looks like it can get all the way to 221. CrowdStrike, 326, 329, underneath 291. Snowman needs 216. Don't sniff it till then. MDB, I like it 50, 60 points up for $2 max. That's it. Then we see MicroStrategy continues to go. That means Bitcoin is moving again. Let me look. Bitcoin is moving again. MicroStrategy 1200, 1306. Trades on Bitcoin 69,000. Coin broke up through 211, so you got 232, 251. Holy moly, Meta. Moving. 509, 522. SMCI, 1191. 1091. 1119. 1162. Are you smiling? Microsoft, 421. NOW can't get out of its own way. Tesla, not one bit of good news. Now, we bought it Friday because we've seen it go positive, and on Friday it does it, and then it stops. Interesting, right? And that's what we know. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.